Okay. So, happy Merry Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
I know. We're going to wrap those hips and reach down into our heels before we do anything else. So really set your body first for success. Oh, there comes chin down. And a nice inhale, reaching up. Good. It doesn't have to be high yet. Press down like you're pushing down a giant marshmallow. And again, reset your feet, your hips, lift your spine. Good. And this is your little reminder that the spine is on the back of you, not the front of you. So a lot of us, me too, will go, yes, I'm lifting it, when I'm actually shortening it, right? So let it pull upward. That's it, good. Good. And one more time. Float it up, good. Good, and then let's keep those arms up. We're gonna reach up to the side, stretch, open that armpit. See if you can let your arm pull out of the armpit and pull the shoulder blade up the rib cage. Then exhale, pull it back in at the waist and to the other side. Just hold it there, breathe. Every exhale, getting a little bit longer here, a little more space here. Yeah, that's it.
My computer says it's 9:22. I'm so glad. That's so weird.
How did you make it?
I looked somewhere else.
Good. And last one over to the side. I'm glad you made it. Good. And then all the way up. Good. All right. Push those arms out and down. Good. And then we're just going to windmill up. Lift your spine as you rotate. Good. And then other side up. Lift the back of your spine as you rotate. You're trying to keep space in between the vertebrae as you rotate. Rotation naturally wants to grind us down. We have to lift up and out of it. Save the intervertebral discs. That's it. Good. One more each way. Good. Good. Very nice. Okay. Let's open our feet into parallel. Good. And we're just going to do the smallest little heel raise. And this little exercise is just to help us feel ourselves move from our feet versus our knees. And I don't know if that's very visible, but I want you to really feel like the arch of your foot is pulling up. Notice my knee kind of comes here. If I lead from my knee comes way out. It just pulls the foot with it. And the propulsion aspect of that when we walk is different. So see if you can just feel the arch lift. Try about 6 on one side. By lifting from your arch, the other benefit is that just not only better walking, but better activation here of your soleus, right? Second heart. So I've done about 5 on that side. I'm going to switch to the other side.
All right. Well, hopefully it doesn't happen again, that you just dropped for a while. So I need to know what we're doing.
We're still lifting that heel. So we're working on
before you started lifting the heel.
Oh, you missed that much? Okay, that's funny because I could see you the whole time. Your arch is lifting and you're trying to lift from the arch, which means you're probably pushing your big toe down a little bit versus lifting by popping your knee up. And that has no foot activation. The foot just follows. Yeah.
Still on the first side?
Say that again.
Are you alternating?
I did 6 on one side and then I came over and did 6 over here.
Thanks.
Yeah. So can you guys feel the difference? Lead with your knee. There's almost no pressure of your foot into the ground. And then lead with the arch of your foot, lifting the arch and the heel up. Or you can even think of arch up and heel tries to pull into the ball of the foot. The leg is much more active and you also get a little turn on in that low belly. Can you feel that? Yeah. Nice. Okay, good. Yay. Thank you, Brandy. Brandy always gives me that thumbs up for yes, or you almost never give me a thumbs down. Okay, good. So now that we've got a little connection, let's have a seat. Sitting back. See what that feels like. Feel the arches lift as you come to a stand. And sitting down. Good. And feel those arches lift. Good. That's it. And deep. Good. Using your breath, inhaling down. Exhale. Good. 2 more. Good. And last one. Nice. Good. And then I just want to do a little bit of balance. So we'll take your left foot over your right one. Hands on the hips. Lift your arches of the standing leg. So here's me not lifting my arches. It's kind of subtle, but here I am lifting my arch. Do you feel how everything lifts back up? Yes. Good. Okay. Keep that sensation going. Slide that foot up. Good. Point it out to the corner. Flex. Point. Bring it back in. Slide it down. Good. Release your foot. So releasing your foot might cause you to have a sassy hip. Yeah. Engage your foot. Notice how that starts the hip coming back into place. Good. Lift the other one. Out to the corner. Woo. Good. Flex. Point. Bring it in. Good. And down. And release. Good. Good. Let's do one more. Find your foot. Good. Up. Out. Flex. Point. Good. Keep your foot the whole way till you're all the way down. Good. And then release. Good. Let's switch to the other side. So if we start feeling this ache that comes forward, see if you can imagine plugging the hip straight into the socket. All right, other side. So find the arch of your foot. Should start bringing that sassy hip in. Good. Yes. And then slide it up. Good. And out to the corner. Whoop. Flex. Point. Back in. Good. And down. Good. And then release. Find your foot. Should draw everything up and in. Good. This side's harder for me because I can lift my arch, but my toes curl. So I've got to keep undoing my toes.
That's what I was going to say. What do you do if your toes clench?
I'm the standing foot. I keep unclenching them and putting them down flat. We don't want to, this is a great question because mine on my right will literally curl under to try to hold on to the ground. I've got to work on pressing the little toe pads flat down. Yeah. Good. Does everyone else notice the difference from one side to the other?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty normal. We usually have one side that we land on or push off better from than the other. When people say they have a dominant side, a dominant leg, it usually just means it's dominant in one direction. Maybe it's the super dominant one that's good at the push off or better at the landing. All right, so let's pick up a little heavy hand weights because for Christmas Eve, we're gonna give ourselves the gift of strong hips. So pick up something heavy. You can have 1 to 2 weights. All right, and then we'll just start easy peasy with a little squat. So we just practiced coming up and finding our arches on the way up, which means that the hind foot and the forefoot both push down, right? In order to lift the arch, something else has to go down to create the staple base. That's it, good, yeah. Make sure you get all the way up. So don't get up here and end up here. Franny, finish the job. Get your hips up and your ribs over you. So bring the rib cage back over your hips. Yeah, slide. You guys, when I talk about sliding the rib cage back, I'm not talking about back bending. I want you to think of your ribs like the bottom of a box, and you're sliding the bottom of that box backwards from here. Yes. That's it. Good, nice and broad at the top of that chin dot. Good. And then if you have the energy for it to show, just let your shoulders lift a little bit on the way up. So instead of letting the weights drag you here, Let them be up. Yeah, just a little. Good. That's it. How many have we done?
I haven't done these for about 3 weeks.
Yeah, do you feel it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Is that what you normally do? Do you have one that's a little lighter?
Oh, it's okay. I can just feel like, okay.
It's been 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Well, especially since you've been not feeling good. Don't push it too hard. You don't want to backslide. Okay, so if we feel like you've gotten to at least 8, then you can put those weights down. Give your hands a little break. Okay, then we're going to pick one heavy weight up, and we're going to do our twisting kickstand. So remember, kickstand is not lunge, not back here. If you drew a line behind your heel, and then move the other one just behind that line, the weight is on the front leg. The back leg has no weight. You should be able to do that and keep your weight on that front leg, yeah? Find the arch on that front leg. Good. You're going to rotate through your spine without dropping your chest. So we're not bending over, we're rotating. Pull that weight up to your ribs and rotate up toward the sky. Rotate down and rotate up. So what we're trying to do here is really mimic a motion that's on the reformer that you're sitting down doing and pulling a strap. Same muscles.
Dad, I've dropped 4 times now, so I'm back. I'm coming back, and I haven't started this weight thing yet. Okay.
So, okay. So I've got your left foot back, your right foot forward. The weight's, heavier weight is in your right hand, or left hand, pardon me, and you're rotating on your axis. So I want you guys to be careful here of not dropping down, right? You're staying on your spine line. It stays on that diagonal line. Yep, so don't bend over, Franny, don't bend over. I want you to, can you see how I'm twisting? I'm not falling. Yeah, you're just gonna twist. Yes! Yes, nice, good one. Good one, Deshelle, 2.
Are you standing up between or just staying down?
Just staying down. So we're working on just being able to hold this line and rotating on this line. And eventually what should happen is after a while, you feel your glute over here on the front leg. If we do this way. Yeah. When you feel like you've got 6 to 8 good ones, depending on your weight, maybe you made it all the way to 10, then you can rest. Instead, you're going to grab that one weight, lift your hips, your chest up, and then push your hip back. And you're just going to work that hinge before you switch to the other side. Yeah? So tailbone up. And again, thinking about your spine line. Tail to rib to the back of your head. Yes. Yes, I see it. Everybody, fantastic. See if you can get your tail to lead you, right? As if the spine starts here, which it does. If the tail lifts, the spine only goes as far forward as the spine comes up. Sorry, as the tail comes up, right? Yes, cute. Look at that, I love it. Good, good. Can you give me 3 more? Watch that tail. Make sure that tail goes down, up as much as your head goes down. Better, Deshelle, better. Yeah, good. I think that's the last one. Good, okay, so now we can put that weight in the other hand. We can kickstand on the other side. So again, there's just a line behind your heels. 1 foot steps back. Now I've got my weight in your right hand. Gonna hinge forward again, right? On that diagonal line, ribs up and in. Keeping my diagonal line, I'm gonna rotate to the side. So when I first learned this, it was easiest for me to literally stick a thumb in my cleavage and my hands on the rib so that I can make sure that that was staying up as I rotated. I can feel it when I go down because it pushes into my thumb uncomfortably. So I'm spreading my thumb backwards. So being able to maintain that line as you rotate can be really helpful. Little helpful tactile cue. That's it. Yeah. That's it. That weight comes all the way up to your ribs. So why is this weight important? What that is doing is tying the action of your shoulder across to the support of this hip. Yeah? That's it. Don't fall over, don't fall over, right? If you're pushing yourself into your thumbs, you know you're falling over. So push your hand up. Don't let it just ride with you. Push it. Franny, push your hand up. Right? So find your angle, push your hand, and imagine that you're trying to hold yourself up. If you try to bend while this arm is actively pushing against you, you should be able to feel it. Yeah? Push, push, push. Okay, good. Now rotate. Don't fall over, just rotate. Good. Yes, I love you seeking it. Good. Good. And then if you finish that side, it looks like Chinda has. Good. Then you can put your weights out to the side. Okay. So this is something that's super helpful. Remember I talk about most people throw out their backs with the dumbest little motions. Reaching over to grab something. That is the most common thing. I just reached over to pick up a book off the table or a blah, 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 right? And it's this falling over action that our body doesn't love. Getting it used to holding itself up while we reach, that's this rotation. So that one, I told you Monday, you only have time in your day for one exercise, work on that one, perfect it. Okay, we're gonna come down to the mat. Oh, should we bring hand weights? What time is it? No, we're gonna get hand weights, but later. We're gonna use them for the end. I'm hoping we'll have time to do a little standing arms. Okay. So, Franny, you adjust for your knees however is necessary. We're gonna be rolling our way down. We're gonna sweep those arms up high. Good. Push them back, and then one more time, up high. Push them back, good, and then up high. Take a nice bow, stretching through that upper back. What if you lifted your arches here? Good. Bring your spine back up. Good, and again, bow. Good, and up. Good, and then on this one, go ahead and roll down. We'll take 3 roll downs. The 4th one will take us out to a plank. That's it. Good. Good. When you get to your plank, set your shoulders with a little scap isolation and then give yourself 4 to 6 push-ups. See how you feel this morning. Again, those can be at the wall. They don't have to be on hands, right? They could be on knees. Check your eyes. Let them be a little bit beyond your hands. Don't look under your belly. All right. Good. When you get all done, go ahead and have a seat. Feet on the ground. We're going to round back into a little C curve. Good. Inhale, pull your way up, pull those shoulder blades back. Good. Exhale, rounding back. Good. And up. Nice. Oh, lay down, toes. Sorry. Okay, let's sit down. Good. And one more. Good. Extend those legs all the way out. Good. Inhale and exhale, round your way all the way down to the mat. Nice. Inhale, exhale, bring your right leg into tabletop and reach both your hands and just give it a little gentle press. Hopefully you feel your belly drop in. Release, other side. Inhale, exhale, bring the left leg in. Good. You should hopefully notice, we'll keep on alternating like that. Notice that little tactile pressure, your ribs try to pull a little bit towards your hips. Right? This transverse abdominis wrapping around and connecting the ribs to the pelvis. If instead, when you press here, you actually feel your back arch to your leg, that is some kind of crazy dysfunction. That was not very PC of me to say. But it's kind of true. So you want to see if you can push. Yeah, good. And let yourself feel that low belly drop in. So we talk about, it's not that you're never going to use your hip flexors, but we want coordination with the abdominals so that when they're on, that transverse abdominis gets used to help stabilizing your center. Good, so now let's just add a simple bow to that. So inhale, exhale, press on that knee. Roll up into a bow. Good, lifting your chest off the mat, eyes towards your inner thighs. Good, everything comes down. Inhale, exhale, press and lift. Good, and down. Good. That's it, get that nice deep connection. Good, and one more. Nice, okay. So now you don't have that need to press on. Can you remember the feeling in your center and just press imaginarily up right through the middle, just into bow. Push on an imaginary source. Good, and then come back. Maybe you have a big beach ball sitting right on your pelvis and you push that big beach ball down. Can you imagine it? And Chinda has a Pilates stick bar. She can actually push down on her bar a little bit over her hips. That's it, good. Yes. Actually, she'll have, you guys all have Pilates sticks. But is Chinda's the only one that's up?
No, mine's up. You want to tease it?
No, well, friend, it just suddenly occurred to me. we don't need to if it's, I just, as a helpful tool. Okay, so then we're gonna roll all the way up and I want you to see if you can keep that sensation of pushing down on that imagining ball. You're pushing it, pushing it, pushing it, pushing it, pushing it downward as you roll up. And then stack up your spine and then push it down and away from you. So I still have my hands stacked and they're just pushing down and away on that imaginary ball. Yeah, good. So by doing that, we try to keep that connection, right, between the hip flexors and the abdominals, but also that press also it keeps us connected lats to the abdominals. Yeah. So, if you felt like practicing on your own and you had a big ball to play with, you could push down on it. And your hands will walk depending on the size of your ball. You walk pushing down on that ball. Yeah? Okay. All right, so roll over. Our abs should be ready to roll. So, connected, so we just connected lats to abs. Now we're going to use those lats to help swing our body up, right? So lats and triceps. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, push those arms down just like you push them against your thighs. See if you can connect to that same sensation in your abs.
open the legs, and then exhale, roll it down. I'm sorry you keep getting booted out, Shinda.
Yeah, it's hard. But I've survived worse.
Yes.
Right now, I can't find my little ball to put between my knees.
Oh.
Got a block.
So this is what, number 3? This is number 3. Then on number 4, when you come down, leave your right leg in the sky and let just the left one come down. And then you'll be ready to do leg circles. So just that left one comes down, right one stays ready. Yeah, good. And then you'll cross that center line, exhaling. Inhale, come up to the outside. That's it. When you're doing that cross, remember that's your moment. Let yourself have that hip lift, feel a little twist, and then stabilize. Good. I'm going to do 4 or 5 and then switch directions. And when you're ready, then you can simply switch legs. Good. When you're done through both sides, I think Franny is done, yeah? So then we're, okay, so if you're already done with those, no rush if you're not, we're just gonna go into the rolling back prep. To do that, we leg slide those heels, pull in, grab those legs, feel a little stretch in your upper back, and then come back down. So this nice little prep is to help us get more roundness through the spine, more length and roundness, so that when we have to roll, we can stay in a rolly shape. Good, that's it. Leg slide those feet in, drag them in. So the other end, the other piece of that is this, because we have to keep pulled in, right? We're activating those glutes a little bit. Right. When you feel like you've gotten 4 good preps, then you can rock and roll up to sitting and start rolling like a ball. So, yes. So feel that same stretch that you had on the mat, right? Create that as you pull yourself in tighter. And then rock back. Inhaling back. Exhaling up. Okay.
The block does not work very well for that.
No.
It's allowed to hit me in the face.
Good thing it's light and not sharp.
Just having one of those mornings. Ah!
You okay?
Oh my gosh.
So if you feel like you've gotten 6 good rolls, then you can start your 1 leg stretch. So you gently come on back, extend one leg out, grab on that other heel, pull yourself a little higher, reach a little longer, and then switch.
Okay. I was rolling like a ball last time I heard you say anything, FYI.
The one leg stretch. So we're back here. Good. That's it. Okay. Then we're going to slow it down. Pull it in from the underside of your thigh. Extend the leg. Now you're in a scissor shape. Yeah? Switch pulling the other knee in. Extend the leg. Now you're in a scissor shape. So this is a little brain tease because one leg goes down straight. The other one comes up bent. Good. That's it. Extend. Good. Pull in. That's it. Beautiful. Extend. Pull in. You got it. Last one on each side. Extend. Pull in and extend. Both knees in. Good. Rest down for a second before we add on our twist, our crisscross. All right. So coming on up, crisscross. So one leg out, one leg in. You can hold on to the thigh and just reach to the side if you want. You can reach underneath and reach to the side if you want. Or genie box arms, hands behind the head, whatever you'd like. I'll do reaching arms for the moment. So inhale, exhale, switch. Now I'm switching into genie box. And now I'm switching in hands behind head. You find what works good for you. Your goal is the chest off the mat. So if you want to tie in what you were doing earlier, you can take a hand, push it against your thigh as you come in. So I'm pushing here. If that helps you get that belly drop sensation, do it. Helps me. I like being reminded. Good. Last one. Nice. And those knees come all the way in. Good job. All right. So we're going to let the legs extend out. Open to the corners of your mat. Arms up toward the ceiling. And we roll up into spine stretch. So again, here's where it's helpful to think of that big beach ball, right? Push it down and forward. Push, 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 push. And then into spine stretch, still pushing down on an imaginary object. And then stacking up your spine. Yeah, scoop. That's it. Good. Yes. Remember, it's not a forward stretch. I know, because I would just love to be able to do this here, right? See how my whole spine is resting on my thigh bones? Instead, this is about lifting up and bending. I'm stretching and lengthening the spine up out of the pelvis. The bend happens way up here at the ribs. Good. That's it. Last one. Okay. Rocker with open legs. So we tilt back, lift a leg and then a leg, chin to make sure there's nothing behind your head. And me too, everybody make sure. All right, remember we start in neutral. This one exhales on the way back, inhales on the way up because we want to start and finish each one in neutral. So exhale, find your round. Inhale. Ooh, exhale, come on, girl. Inhale all the way up. That's it, good. Exhale, round. Inhale, straighten and bounce. That's it. Good. Ooh. Yes? How are we feeling? Okay. All right, so we're going to come back gently onto our back for a little corkscrew. So we're going to do the small version this morning with the pelvis staying still. And we're just going to make a circle to the right, lowering the legs, circle to the left, and come back. So first, we're really working on anti-tipping, right? The small version is anti-tipping, anti-bending, anti-rotating. We're holding our pelvis still. So the motion is pretty small. Yeah? You can practice this with your hands, your thumb sort of shoved underneath you toward your sacrum. You want that sacrum to feel like it's not moving. We're trying to train our bodies to move from the leg socket, not from the pelvis and the spine here in this motion. Good. Yes, and that should become visceral. Can you feel that? It's pretty small and your abs have to help out here. Then, once you have that feeling going, you can let your hips tip. But as soon as you tip, if you feel yourself drop your belly out, come back to this one where your pelvis stays still. We want to keep building this ability to hold that wrap, that abdominal corset. Yeah, makes sense? Good. Try one more each way. Good. Yeah, good. All right. Feet come down to the ground, and we're going to let ourselves have a hip bridge. So heels press, just peel that spine up off the mat. Big inhale at the top, and then exhale, press your heels down. Your hips should lift just a little bit more before you pull your ribs down. Yes, good. Good, let's do that again together. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, press your feet. Good. Inhale, exhale, push your heels so that your hips lift. Keep your hips, pull your ribs down, and let the ribs walk down. Like they're trying to sneak past your hips. Good. And one more time. That's it. Let it pull your spine away from you. Good. Good, okay. So let's have a little single leg. So all we're gonna do is bring right leg into tabletop. You're also welcome to let the right heel rest on the left knee. And we're gonna drive into the left heel and come back down. So just left heel drive. And for some of you, if you're like, I don't feel left heel drive, I can barely lift it and I get tight right here in that thigh. If that's you, dorsiflex the foot, lift the ball of your foot off the ground and then drive through the heel. Kind of takes that forward fall out of it, makes it harder to cheat. Yeah, good. And when you get 6 to 8-ish, you are welcome to change sides. So Franny, you might benefit if it's okay to lift the ball of your foot off the ground on the right side. And yep, and just drive that down. There we go. That's a little better. Really feel like you're pushing the heel through the ground behind you. That's it. Good. And then when you feel like you've got 6 to 8 that you're happy with, then you can extend those legs out and we're going to come up for a saw. So legs to the corners of your mat. Inhale and exhale. Again, push on that imaginary force. Push it downward as you come up. Should make it easier to roll. All right, saw. Arms come out to the side. Remember, it's not straddle stretch. It's not way big like that. We're going to inhale to the side, exhale, saw, 3,
2, 1, come up. Inhale all the way to the other side and exhale. 3, 2, 1. That's it, good. All the way open, nice. Nice opening through the middle, you guys. So everyone nice and broad through here, that's good. This my phone ringing. That's funny. Stop that. Don't stop my video. Don't stop my video. Okay, good. All right, how are we doing? Okay, ready for a little swan? Yeah. All right. So legs come to the side. Oh shoot, it did stop. You're gonna roll over and come all the way down. Hands to your shoulders and kneecaps lifted. And then just start with a nice little baby swan. So every time you lift, I want you to really think about kneecaps up, right? Kneecaps lifting, not just off the mat, but up your leg. That's gonna help you get your glutes to wake up, even though it's activating the quads. That's it. Okay. Then, if you want bonus points, think about the arches of your feet. What if the arches of your feet were going to activate? So it might feel like heels trying to pull more toward the sole of your foot. Good. And one more. Nice, all right. Then we're gonna press into those hands, let ourselves lift that spine up. Wherever it goes is fine, just don't force it past your pubic bone. Good, and then gently bring it back down. And again, re-energize the legs. Slide your way up. Oh. Are you okay with that, Franny?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. So as you lift that one leg, Franny, just make sure the other leg reaches down. You're the opposite. You're going to try to put the back of your thigh to the mat. That's it. There you go. Good. And last one. Good. All right. A little slow motion swan dive now. So lifting the chest up. Good. And then lifting the legs, reaching the arms back. Yes. Hands come back to the ground. Lift maybe a little higher. Try to keep the legs off the mat. Good. Reach back. Lift the legs a little higher. Good. And a little more. Good. Keeping those legs up. Reach back. Pull the shoulder blades toward each other a little bit. Good. And one more up. Good. And pull those shoulder blades back. Nice. Good. All right. Swimming. Arms forward. Spine, chest just floating off the mat. Left leg up, right arm up. Good. Inhale. Exhale, lengthen and switch. Feel yourself pull that beautiful leg out of the hip. Good. And then switch. Make the hip joint longer, make the knee joint longer. Good. Pull the heel away from the leg. Toward the ball of your foot. Good. That's it. And then Franny, all these can be done standing if you wanted.
I'm good.
Okay, good. Good. Good, nice. Jinder, are you still there? Oh, there you are. Just check in. Good. That was a beautiful lift, Shell. Good. And last one. Ta-da. Good. All right. From here, we're pressing right up into leg pull. So you can be in full plank. You can be on your knees. You can be on your forearms. You can be at
a wall, right? Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift into the position that you'd like to be. Right, and all we're gonna do is, from that position, lift a leg, point, out to the corner, back to your center, and put it down. And again, point, out to the corner, back to your center, put it down. Out, good. That's it, good. Can you unlock elbows? Oh, good, yep, I'm watching. Good. So Chinda, you're gonna emphasize going back and up just a little more. Back and up, there you go, good. Good, yes. And then Michelle, I think this is your last one. Good, all right. And then from here, we're just gonna come down to our side. Franny, what are we gonna do about you? You're gonna do what Chinda was doing. So the bruise is pretty much on the front, right?
Yeah.
So
and the side.
And the side?
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'll just modify.
Okay, so we're coming up into our lifting clam, right? Side bend. And we're gonna do 3. And on the 4th one, we're gonna add a big side bend. So if we come up, reach over, push down, and if you want to, you can even lift that top leg up and take it back. It'll feel lovely through the front of your thigh. Bring it back and put it down. Yeah, does that make sense? So it's up, over, take it back, yeah, and then bring it back and put it down. So yes, Chinda, exactly. So you, Chinda, with your legs here, you can take that into almost an opening. You can put the foot down and let the knee open up toward the ceiling and then bring it back in. And that should be really nice feeling through the front of that leg. Beautiful, very good, good. And I think, Giselle, that's your last one. Yeah, and then we can just go right to the other side. So going to the other side, knees in, whoop. Very gracefully to the other side on our pupos. Start with 3, right? Get yourself warmed up. Hips forward. Yes, good. Good. And then on your 3rd one, you can add that side bend over. And then if you'd like to, you can add the hold with the leg up, pull it back, letting it be really open through the front of you. Then bring it back, reassert the heel, and come down. That's it, good. Franny, can you bring your hip any more forward, or will that hit your bruises? When you come up, instead of staying in a bend, can you bring your hip forward?
No.
No, okay, no. So,
I'm fine. I'm
okay,
good.
all right. Good, and then Chinda, give a little more push. I think your head is already there. Just really feel it on your glute. Don't let that glute roll back. Or sometimes it's helpful to put it here. You see where you feel it most. Good, good. Lovely, that's so pretty. Good, good. All right, so then we're gonna come up to a stand because we've got to pick up those hand weights, remember? Told you we're gonna be having some hand weights. So toes tuck, knees off the mat, Franny. And then hips up. And we'll round the spine up. Okay, and then find something for your arms. So something you could lift up to your shoulders, maybe take over your head. Oh, what can I do today? I'm gonna be a little ambitious, we'll see. We'll see. So again, holding weights, we don't want the weights to drag us down. So here's me with both a schlumpy spine and schlumpy shoulders. Here's me with a straighter spine, but actually my shoulders are still schlumpy.
don't know if that's visible, but they're not all the way wide. So I want you to find your beautiful wide shoulders, ribs over hips, good. Find your standing foundation, heels driving down, and yep, arches lifting up, good. And we'll start easy with a bicep curl. Or maybe it's not easy, maybe you pick challenging weights. Awesome, good. So when we bicep curl, you imagine that that elbow is stuck in space, right? The hinge of it has a little rod through it. So when I hinge, that doesn't move. So we shouldn't see people, you see people hauling their weight up to get it up. How much elbow motion is that? Look at what that motion really is. Can you see that's really my back? So we just want it to be nice and solid. Yeah, good. That's it. Lift each one with the arches of your feet. Yes! Franny, did you feel your kneecap flip right up?
Yeah.
That was awesome. Good job. I love it. And I was like, boop. Good. That's it. Nice. Last one. That was fun to see. Bring those arms up. Okay, now set your abs. You're going to lift your elbows up in front of you. Good. Just take them to the outside. Bring them forward. Now we're going to lift them up. Good. Open to the outside. Bring them forward. Lift them up. So if your elbows don't touch, don't worry. Only move them as far as is comfortable for that shoulder. And I'm talking about both directions. So here and here, make sure that the top of the arm is moving back with the elbow. You don't let it stay stuck. Good. That's it. Good. Last two. Good, and last one, arches. Ooh, yeah, good. And then I'm gonna bring these down because I'm gonna need lighter weights. Okay, how are we doing? Okay? Okay, so bicep curl, elbows up, good. Palms, elbows to the outside, good. And then we're just gonna press one arm up, bring it down, press the other one up right next to your ear, bring it down. Good, so I can tell you that my arches are kind of squashed and I'm kind of squashing my heel instead of being active through the feet. So I want you to do better than me. And I'm gonna do better than me. Yes, lift those arches up. And you might feel for a split second that your weight got lighter. Anyone feel that? For just a split second. Usually then the weight, our endurance needs to be built up. Good, that's it all the way up. Good, come on feet, stay with us. Good, and last one. Nice, elbows come in, arms unbend. Good, how are we doing? Ready for shave the head? So you can have one or two weights. If shoulders are tired of being up, you can do a tricep kickback instead with elbows pushing here. But notice again, elbows don't drop, right? They're not swinging. We're keeping them up. Okay, feet weights together. Push all the way up. Elbows point forward, hands behind the head. And we press straight up, lifting the arches of our feet as we do. That's it. That's it, good. The higher your weights go, the more can you find those arches and feel the trickle up of support. That's it. Good. Good, you guys. Yeah. See if you can let the weights pull your arms just a little more and then find your support again from there. Good, last two. That's it, stay from that support. Good, all right, gently bring the weights down, all the way down. Awesome job, good job, you guys. So let's take your weights, we're gonna bring them together and we're gonna round down. So this is a weighted roll down. In the gym, we'd call that a Jefferson curl. So let yourself lift your spine. Let the weights give you a little stretch. We're only going into a bow, just feeling that stretch. When you're ready to come up, start with your feet. Lift the arches, feel the abs lift and unbend. Yes, so it's upper back extensors, good. Round, lifting the spine to bend it. Good. Inhale, exhale. Activate through the feet as you come up. Good, just 2 more. Lift the spine. Good. Inhale, exhale, start with the feet. Good. And last one. Over you go. Good. Nice job. Let's put these weights down. Awesome. We're going to take those arms out for a standing spine twist. So again with your feet. Yes. If I'm not connected to my feet, you can see my hip move. You can see my knee move, right? I go and it all comes from somewhere down here. Here we want the spine to lift. And we're going to hold the hips steady. That's it. Ooh. That's it. You might notice one side tends to swing more than the other, even with the feet active. So if that's you, you might need to add a little bit of extra glute wrap on that side. That's it, good. Good. And last one. Nice. We're gonna take your left foot behind your right. Let's do it around the world. Arms up, side bend. Pull your abs back away from your hands. Reach forward, reach forward, reach forward. Open to the side like a mermaid twist, and then back up. And then we reverse, side bend. Pull those abs back. Look for all the little parts that need a little extra reaching. Good. And then up. Good. And then we'll step forward and change feet. Yep. Arms up. Good. Good. Scoop those abs in. Well, thank you for joining me on Christmas Eve morning.
Thank you for being here.
Before everything starts happening. or in the middle of everything starting happening. I'm sure some of you got up and started getting stuff ready. Yes. All right, swan dive, palms out. Hinge, hinge, hinge. Lengthen, pull your tail away from your head. And then drop your head, drop your hands. Good. And then round like a rag doll. Pull your center up, 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 away from those feet. Sweep up, good. And one more time. Inhale, exhale, swan dive. Push back. Feeling those boomerang arms behind you. Good. And then drop your hands and your head. And then round up. Good. One nice breath together. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you and Mark.
Thank you. Thank you.
I need you guys to help me shift the energy. I have had so many little blunders where I had minor injuries this morning. I'm not going to bore you with all the details. For example, I dropped the dog off for a bath and I picked up 2 bags of coffee grounds to take to my dad's garden. And I went to go out the door of the coffee place, but it was locked. So you know how you expect a door to open easily and then you...
Yes.
So then my back and I'm, just little things.
Oh, yeah.
So we need to shift this energy.
Yes.
For me. Thank you.
It's going to be... Everything is going to go good. We're going to have hopeful, good things for you. And if they don't go as planned, you'll be resilient and it will end up fine. How's that?
Will be fun.
It will be fine.
We'll deal with what is.
Yeah. Yes. All right.
Thank you. Have a good
You're
day,
welcome.
everybody.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas. Thank
Merry
you for being
Christmas.
here today.
Yo, you're so welcome. I'll see you guys Monday. No class on Friday. Monday, okay? It's gonna be good
Bye.
till Friday. Till Monday.
Yes.
Merry Christmas.
Have a good one.